You know what really frustrates me the most about this article about how there is a widening wage gap and mothers are leaving the workforce specifically because of things like return to office mandates? It's that so many people, when we have this conversation about return to office mandates, will say, what's the big deal? Like, we always did this. Our parents did this. We did this 5 years ago before the pandemic. Like, there were always working parents who worked in an office. What's the big deal? And I always push back on people and say, when you have made progress towards what is better, what can be better for you, for your family, for women, for children, for just people in general, once you've made progress, why would you want to go back? Why would you want to go back? Because what you do when you pull us backwards is you bring us back, right? The wage gap is widening again. You've pulled us backwards 5 years instead of forwards. Instead of going forwards, we are going backwards. And that is what drives me crazy. Now, if we were really going to look at this too strategically and say, okay, so what is different between now and then? Why were more families able to work in the office than they are today? Why is it such a big deal that they have to go back? And if you look back 5 years ago, I think one of the biggest things that most parents will tell you is the cost of childcare. The cost of childcare has risen so incredibly drastically, and there is a lack of affordable childcare. Childcare centers closed like crazy. Many never reopened. Many shrunk their hours. There are limited childcare options, and the ones that are available to parents are incredibly expensive. And who fills the gap when there's no childcare? Moms do. Moms do. And when I say childcare, I'm not just talking about daycare. I'm talking about after school care, summer camps, breaks like yesterday, a holiday when a lot of parents are expected to work but kids don't have school. Who takes that day off? Typically mom. That is the problem. That is why the wage gap is widening and there's a motherhood penalty, because women are expected to bridge all the gaps, to be the safety net. And so what is different between 5 years ago and now? The cost of childcare, for one.